Hello everyone, hand waving. Welcome to today's science lesson. In this video, we are going to learn about the human circulatory system. The circulatory system is like a transport system inside our body. It works day and night to keep us alive and healthy. It helps in carrying oxygen, nutrients, and energy to every part of our body and also removes waste materials. Let's begin this exciting journey and understand how our heart, blood, and blood vessels work together. Now let's learn how to check your pulse rate. First, place the tips of your index finger and middle finger on your wrist. Do not use your thumb, because it has its own pulse. Press gently until you feel a rhythmic beating. That beating is your pulse. Count the number of beats for 15 seconds. Then, multiply that number by 4. This will tell you how many times your heart beats in 1 minute. This number is called your pulse rate. In today's lesson, we are going to learn some very important concepts about our body. By the end of this video, you will be able to name and describe the main parts of the human circulatory system. You will also understand the role of the heart, the importance of blood, and how blood vessels help in transporting materials throughout the body. These concepts will help you understand how your body stays active, healthy, and alive every day. Now let us understand what the human circulatory system actually does. The main function of the circulatory system is to transport blood, oxygen, and nutrients to all parts of the body. At the same time, it also helps in removing waste materials like carbon dioxide. The circulatory system has 3 main parts. The first part is the heart, the second part is blood vessels, and the third part is blood. All 3 parts work together continuously to keep our body functioning properly. Let us now take a closer look at the heart. The heart is a muscular organ that works like a pump. It pushes blood to all parts of the body. The human heart has 4 chambers. The upper chambers are called the atria. These include the right atrium and the left atrium. The lower chambers are called the ventricles. These include the right ventricle and the left ventricle. Each chamber has a special role in the flow of blood through the heart. Now let's understand how blood flows through the heart, step by step. First, blood that is low in oxygen and rich in carbon dioxide comes from different parts of the body. This blood enters the right atrium of the heart. From the right atrium, the blood moves down into the right ventricle. The right ventricle then pumps this blood to the lungs. In the lungs, an important exchange takes place, carbon dioxide is removed, and oxygen is added to the blood. After receiving oxygen in the lungs, the blood becomes oxygen-rich. This oxygen-rich blood now returns to the heart and enters the left atrium. From the left atrium, the blood flows down into the left ventricle. The left ventricle is very strong. It pumps blood with great force to all parts of the body. This blood supplies oxygen and nutrients to the body cells, and then the process starts again. This continuous movement of blood keeps our body alive. After receiving oxygen in the lungs, the blood becomes oxygen-rich. This oxygen-rich blood now returns to the heart and enters the left atrium. From the left atrium, the blood flows down into the left ventricle. The left ventricle is very strong. It pumps blood with great force to all parts of the body. This blood supplies oxygen and nutrients to the body cells, and then the process starts again. This continuous movement of blood keeps our body alive. Let's now check the correct answer for the blood flow through the heart. Blood from the body enters the right atrium. From the right atrium, it flows into the right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps the blood to the lungs where carbon dioxide is removed and oxygen is added. The oxygen-rich blood then returns to the left atrium. From the left atrium, it moves into the left ventricle. Finally, the left ventricle pumps the blood to the entire body. This is the correct and complete pathway of blood flow in the heart. Now let's move on to the next important part of the circulatory system, blood. Blood is a special fluid that flows inside our blood vessels. It plays a very important role in keeping our body healthy. Blood helps in carrying oxygen and nutrients to body cells, removing waste materials, protecting the body from diseases. Blood is not just a red liquid, It is made up of different components, each with a special function. Blood is made up of 4 main components. The first component is red blood cells. They carry oxygen, nutrients, and waste materials throughout the body. The second component is white blood cells. They help to fight infections and protect our body from diseases. The third component is platelets. Platelets help in blood clotting when we get injured. The fourth component is plasma. Plasma is a straw-colored liquid in which all the other blood components float. Each component of blood has a very important role to play. Now let's check your understanding of blood components. Here is a question for you. Which of the 4 blood components is responsible for preventing and stopping bleeding when you have an injury? Is it red blood cells, plasma, white blood cells, or platelets? Take a moment to think and choose the correct answer. The correct answer is platelets. Checkmark. Platelets play a very important role in stopping and preventing bleeding. When a blood vessel is damaged, it sends signals to the platelets. Platelets quickly rush to the injured area and stick together. They form a clot or plug, which acts as a temporary barrier. This clot prevents excessive blood loss and allows the wound to heal. Sometimes, doctors need to examine our blood closely. For this, a small amount of blood is taken during a blood test and collected in a special tube. To separate the different components of blood, the tube is placed inside a machine called a centrifuge. The centrifuge spins the blood at a very high speed. Because of this spinning, blood gets separated into layers. The heaviest part, red blood cells, settles at the bottom. Above that are white blood cells and platelets. And at the top is plasma. This separation helps doctors study each component properly. Now let us learn about the third main part of the circulatory system, blood vessels. Blood vessels are tube-like structures that carry blood to and from different parts of the body. They form a vast network, just like roads, connecting the heart to every cell of the body. There are 3 main types of blood vessels. These are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Each type has a different structure and function. Blood vessels are of 3 main types. The first type is arteries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. The second type is veins. Veins carry blood back towards the heart. The third type is capillaries. Capillaries are the smallest and thinnest blood vessels. Each type of blood vessel has a special role in the circulatory system. Let's take a closer look at how each type of blood vessel works. Arteries have the thickest walls. This helps them withstand the high pressure of blood pumped by the heart. Veins have thinner walls and carry blood at low pressure. They also have valves that prevent blood from flowing backward. Capillaries have very thin walls, just 1 cell thick. This thin wall allows oxygen, nutrients, and waste materials to pass easily between the blood and body tissues. In this way, each blood vessel plays an important role in keeping the circulatory system working smoothly. Each type of blood vessel has a specific direction in which it carries blood. Arteries carry blood away from the heart to different parts of the body. This blood then flows into the capillaries. In the capillaries, exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste materials takes place. After this exchange, blood enters the veins. Veins carry the blood back towards the heart. This continuous flow keeps our body cells supplied with what they need. Now let's learn about a blood-related condition called sickle cell disease. Sickle cell disease is an inherited blood disorder, which means it is passed from parents to their children. In this condition, red blood cells do not have their normal round shape. Instead, they become hard, sticky, and C-shaped, which looks like a sickle. This unusual shape can cause problems in the normal flow of blood. Now let's check your understanding of sickle cell disease. Here is a question for you. How do sickle-shaped red blood cells affect blood flow in the circulatory system? Do they reduce friction between blood cells, cause blockages and reduce blood flow, improve oxygen delivery to organs, make the blood too thin for survival? Take a moment, think carefully, and choose the correct answer. Let's quickly recap what we have learned about the circulatory system. The circulatory system helps in delivering oxygen and nutrients to the body. Removing waste materials. The heart is a muscular organ that has 4 chambers. Pumps blood throughout the body. Blood has 4 components: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Carries oxygen, nutrients, and wastes. Blood vessels include arteries, veins, and capillaries. Act as channels that carry blood all over the body. All these parts work together to keep us alive and healthy. Now it's time for a fun and creative activity. Imagine that you are a red blood cell. Think about these questions. What do you look like? What is your main job? Where are you found in the body? Where do you travel from and to? You can write a short story describing one day in your life as a red blood cell. This activity will help you understand the circulatory system in a creative and interesting way. We have now reached the end of our lesson on the human circulatory system. I hope you clearly understood how the heart, blood, and blood vessels work together to keep our body alive and healthy. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next science lesson. Thank you for watching. Smile.